So, Act 5. I couldn't read that before, but I think it's Death of the Hired Man, which is a play, if I remember correctly, like an actual one. Not just an in context in the game one. Alright. Act 5, let's go! That was fun and creepy, though. A town. This is the drown part of town. Oh, this might have been the same storm that was going on. Those might not have been the same tapes. Tapes from the same station, but that looks like Ron. Oh no, the neighbors. It is Ron. Give me just a minute. Forget what voice I was doing for Clara. How did this all fit in that truck? Bigger on the inside. I think it rained. Rained a lot, I mean. May I use your phone, Miss Shannon? Oh, who are you calling? No, I thought you might have some games on there. Just guess the number, haha. Ooh, I like that. I already beat that one. That's not a game, it's just something you don't know yet. So where's 5 Dogwood Drive? Oh, actually. Right, no idea. Maybe we should split up? Oh, Shannon was the other one on the mushrooming trip. That's right, okay. I still don't remember what voice I did for her, but... Okay, holler if you find anything. Oh! We're sending the dog out. I wasn't expecting that. This looks a lot like the... Ruins from Ruins. That other game that they did. At least the bell tower and this bit. Interesting. Jorge scanned the shelf. He quickly found the book he was looking for. There were only a few dozen left. More shelves than books now. The result of an experiment called the New Selection. Privately, he called it the Purge. Learn about the Purge. But only privately, in small groups of reliable complainers. The unspoken rules was to hold back criticism as long as possible. Experiments needed time to unfold naturally, without the interference of doubt. Jorge would have preferred to complain more freely. Fraser proposed and executed experiments just like any other community member, but his experiments had a scorched earth quality. They were all destructive. Moved from one area of community life to the next in search of excess to cut back. That's not great. Destructive's the only thing we can click. Lately, he turned aside to the library. The new selection meant decimating their store of books according to Fraser's own inscrutable criteria. No, we are guaranteed something vital every time we take a book from the shelves. No more time lost to printed chaff. Fuck this guy. Fraser's colorless voice echoed in Jorge's mind. He felt like spitting. Instead, he tucked the book under his arm and set off for the woods. Waffles for any weather. See how that stands up to the Waffle House Index. Wow, he's a deep sleeper. Or is it? That's a cat, not a dog. I thought we only had dogs on board. I'm a little confused now. Go pretty far out. I think it's a cat. It should be a dog at distance, but 6 or 7 men stood in the sun about a dozen yards from the ditch. He could hear them laughing. He tried not to hear them. He listened to the shovel punch through the dirt as he shaped the trench. It was wet dirt, mud really. It made a hungry sound as he shaped the trench walls. One man was louder than the rest. He had a nervous laugh that sucked up all the air around him. Here at the bottom of the hollow, there were patches of mud everywhere. Water pooled on the ground or just below the surface. That was the danger. The laughter quieted into greedy chuckles. He could feel the man approaching. Must be a bridge or something over there? Oh, it's a fly? Not sure what they're talking about. Oh, it's a dragonfly, that's the indicator. Okay. Oh! Well, they're alive at least. I think. Or are we just seeing the shadows of the people who used to live here? And we'll give Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program on public broadcasting at the community college, so no surprises there. Nikki showed her the video data bank. James demonstrated the sand-in image processor. And then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression. Here's about the image processor. The image processor was a beautiful machine. James had inherited its care from another artist, reverse engineering it for maintenance, with the help of a dusty photocopied tome labeled The Distribution Religion. Rita learned just enough to make throbbing, hypnotic rainbows appear on the screen, which seemed to be the machine's favorite trick. I wonder what they used it for in practice. Ron's news was clearly bad news. Rita's heart sank a little as they listened. She knew things were unraveling, knew from experience what that looked like. Wouldn't it be nice to arrive at the beginning of something for once? But as she listened to Ron detail the power company's sudden withdrawal from town affairs, he heard other possibilities. She studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also something like relief, hope, an awakening of play. Nikki looked like she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided, ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Ron said the TV station would still be funded by court order. Would that be their anchor? Oh, is that all they had to hang on to? Oh, Mo seems okay. He's less phantom looking. Oh. Oh, Ezra's talking to this guy, okay. Oh yeah, she just got banged up a little in the storm. At first they only observed the truck from a distance. It was an alien carcass, something that made more sense in death than life. The company had dropped it off in the middle of the day, when everyone was at the plant. They let it sit overnight, alone and strange. Nikki thought it was ridiculous, but Ron approved. To Elmo, the truck was simply beautiful. He thought it was elegant. He liked the idea of passing it every day, observing it from different angles and distances. He didn't care if they used it or not. Anyway, there weren't any roads in town, unless you maybe counted the old airstrip. Oh, okay, so that's what that one single sort of road was, and why it's near this somewhat improvised hangar. Everyone had to agree this was money and attention that would have been better spent addressing the town's drainage problems. Maybe finally get started on that damn messianic ditch. Still, they had a few things to dispose of. Broken flower pots, empty glass bottles, clothes that didn't fit anymore. They gradually fell into the habit of collecting waste and carrying it to the truck. Once a month, some shadows would come in from the night woods and haul the garbage away on a cart. Okay. I've seen bus stations that look like this, but never homes. That was the same shape as the doctor's house out in the woods. Can I fly it? Well, how's your upper body strength? It's good, really good. Paints and chalk in the small bag, diary in the large bag, stuffed dog in the small bag, photograph of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag? Sandra couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband, or should Alex keep the photo of her father? Or his father? Diary. Threw out the diary in a towel before stuffing it into her bag. Feeling slightly silly doing it. Fraser had been on a tear collecting all written material. Oh, this guy's an asshole. As community property lately. She was sure he couldn't possibly have even been a personal diary, but was she sure? She set everything down and closed her eyes. As it massaged her temples and wondered, not for the first time, how Fraser had consolidated so much power so quickly. How had he done it? Had he in fact done anything at all to claim this incredible lattice of influence? Or had they simply blindly given it to him? That's often the mystery of power. Kind of bullshit. Wanda snores off. That door's open, so I'm curious if there's anything going on here. Okay, Wanda's out on the porch. Oh, what's that? I guess if you run out of stuff to do, it pops up if you sit idle for a bit. Ain't gonna rain anymore? Okay, they're okay. They're okay. Okay. No. I didn't see any clouds. Hell, it'll probably rain anyhow. Just our luck. Alright, I'm curious. Or that icon seems to change in certain areas. Okay, so yeah, this is a cat. I guess one hopped over from the boat. The seer reclined high in a tree, carving fine details into a small wooden pipe. He'd done the bulk of carving over hazy mornings with the stoneworker. He smoked constantly. She only smoked when she was happy, or very sad, or bored. From this height, she could see the earth mover shaping the mounds under the draftsman's supervision. She could see him inspecting his plan. This must be from a ways back. Drawing he'd made from her game, the map. Alright, so remember that those two are over there, north of the orange house. This must be the haunted barn. Or what's left of it. Can't look at the neighbors. Kind of, thankfully. Alright, well. Kind of spiraled around the outside, so I'll poke around the middle here a bit. Bug and Johnny strained to hear the noises coming from the well. Just that weird sleepy singing again. Kind of reverent. A choir, maybe? Johnny shaded his eyes with his hand. You think the truck's okay down there? Sure, I doubt any thief could get it started. I don't know if it's an outfit change or you just couldn't see that shirt in how dark it was down there. Okay, definitely a cat. Now we've got a good zoom in. I apologize for getting the species wrong. Alright, so we'll check out these two. And then I guess start seeing what some of these symbols are about. They were all near people doing stuff, so. Pardon me. Oh. Who's this here? All I can read is better days. They put their better days to rest here? I wonder whose better days we're talking about anyway. And you, my friend, are you looking for a place to rest? This is as good a place as you'll find, I think. Alright, there was definitely a symbol that popped around here. I care about this crew, so I want to do this one first. Aww. Oh. You think it's gonna rain again tomorrow, haha? No. I don't know, man. Animals have a sense for the weather. Oh, okay. Their interactions as the cat. That's cool. We've wanted pretty much every point of interest, so we'll do the whole last. I'm not seeing one here. Maybe we could just try it every person. I thought the stroking was the ratcheting, but it's Bob working on something. Or Ron, I'm sorry. Bob and Ron's worldwide stereo. That's just a manual winch? Yeah, he's... God, that's fucking sad. He must be a pretty nice pig. They let you ride him like that. Oh, we ran it. Okay, yeah, okay. This was the girl from back at the house museum. They were perfect gentlemen. Then what happened? Then I found the library television. There were TVs everywhere. As soon as you walked in the door, every channel was playing at once. Every tiny hair in my ear canal was listening to a different TV. There were so many voices, I kept hearing my name, but I couldn't figure out which TV set it was coming from. Sounds scary, but also kind of cool. Exactly, I'll take you there sometime if you want. I was traveling with some strange companions for a while too, but not as strange as yours. There was a strange woman who I think was a witch. She talked a lot about herbs and rituals. I'll try to remember sometime. Or later. But most of that in the company of a bus driver. I'm here for Marge, because I'm just thinking large Marge. Well, she was technically a truck driver, but from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Her name was Marge. She had a lot of good disco tapes, too. I got to ride in a big truck and a tugboat. Wow, I'm jealous, but I won't let it ruin our friendship. We should stick together. Nice idea, but you should stay with your friends. I think they still need your help. A little scoot under the fence there is great. Hey. Oh, hi, kitty. Where'd you come from, huh? Follow a bird up here? Wait, I don't think we finished that. Yeah, I clicked away by accident. Oh, hi, kitty. Where'd you come from, huh? Follow a bird up here? These folks, the ones who built this thing, they chase birds too. Really? That's what they wrote. They followed some migrating birds up here from Central America. Might be going a little... I think I'm drifting to Shannon's voice there. Somewhere up to Florida. There we go. And then here. This kid's call me out. Well, that's what they wrote anyway. I guess it might have been a metaphor. I'll double check with the other studio people to make sure we got the whole thing. Oh, Homer came back with them, okay. Making me a bit sleepy. Oh yeah, the rhythm of his breathing, it's nice. Hypnotic. I don't know if the breathing's picking up on my Homer fart. Alright, that's great. Oh well. Okay, nothing's coming up. What kind of fish were those? They're goldfish. They eat algae and mosquito eggs. Very helpful. I'm surprised they survived the storm, actually. Some weren't so lucky, and now I'm writing this poem. I'd like it to be hopeful somehow, but it keeps coming out sad. Haha. Alright. Ironic to see literal rain barrels out after all that. That seems to be most of the crew, so I'm gonna stop at a couple more. Hey, Slow-Mo Crow. Please tell me we got an animal chat. Yes. Fantastic. I love this. Highlight of the game right here. This is peak video gaming. Oh well. Oh, we didn't get to... They left the hole, so I didn't get to meow at the hole. Oh well. I think we've learned that meow when you can, where you can. I didn't know what those were, so... I thought it might be a thing that just jumps me to the next nav point or something. Fair enough. I guess it's water shallow enough that maybe it doesn't float. Clyde left the thing. Yeah, alright, so. I remember checking this out. Oh, it's next to the hole. Okay. Oh, wait, okay, we can, Huh. Just listening to the echo. I'm glad they included that. That's a really tall chest of whatever. Oh, yeah, she's out on the porch. Maybe we can interact with her. Oh, they're back. Scenes seem like they're rotating a bit. We didn't hear the whole upper body trainer thing, so we'll check that out. It's good, really good. Little girl is operated by pulleys. I mean, 100% mechanical. Well, except for the throttle. I can do that. Admire your confidence, young man. Yep, just a little bent metal. I'll have her skyward again in a matter of hours. It looks like mostly just relocating the wing. Wow. I've been doing this a long time, kiddo. Alright, I can't sneak in there. So, alright, let's, see if there's anything over the Ron here. Price that's depressing. Doesn't look like it'll let me in the barn. Alright, let's go see what's going on over here then. That would, as far as I can tell, appear to be the last scene in this section. Yes, what even is this? Why is it just on the airstrip? Oh, is this 5 Dogwood Drive? Well, the mailbox is 5 Dogwood Drive. Is there any mail in there? Just don't open anything to say final notice. Those are a secret. It just showed up, the house. Who lives here? Oh, I guess. Oh, the large furniture at the top of the stairs was the antiques they ordered. Okay. Emily shrugs. It's warmer in here somehow, right? Warmer and brighter. Nobody lives here? Well, somebody ordered some furniture. It's actually quite spacious. Bigger than it looks. light in here is pretty great, actually. Yeah, it's a good space to read a book. So much room, though. We could set up a whole studio. And at night, we look at the stars. I could set up a new workshop here. Maybe work on that that big video synthesizer thing. Fix that up. Oh, Clara was the theremin musician. That's right. Okay. Sorry, it's been a week and she just popped up then. Really, aside from like a one conversation on the boat. Well, but this place it's a big doghouse. Oh yeah. How'd you like that, Homer? We keep it mostly empty for more room for the dog. Surely we can find a use for all this furniture, though. Kind of feel like I'm on stage right now, actually. Know what I mean, man? Pretty acoustics, like you get little echoes before the sounds themselves. I like it. Feels like it's time to move forward. Think more people will come after these people leave? People will come. There's something about this place. We saved what we could. Hey cat, I'll race you. Hear that pile of mail, okay? Come stand here, this is the starting line. Ready? Get set. Go! Not prompting a chat, so go check at the studio here. What's this? Oh man, it's totally broken. Waterlogged tapes? They might still play? Who knows? But all the VCRs are shot. Aw. I don't even know where to put all this. I hate to call it trash. Wonder if that garbage truck still works. Yeah, now we know what kind of truck that is. Nice little setup you got. Yeah, it's alright. Many afternoons have come and gone here. Listen to the radio, taking a break from some maintenance work. What kind of bike you got? Custom job. Vicious cycle. Clyde the one who ran the bar? That was in a different town, though. No, I can't see. I guess it is, yeah, because he's still. Maybe, I don't know. Kind of wish I'd done just a day-long marathon of all this. No, I can't say that means anything to me. I get bored quick with anything that can't get me closer to heaven. Just don't have much use for a bike in a town with no roads. To tell you the truth, I long suspected the reason Cass never wanted any roads here was to keep the horses safe. And now... He's gotta right it. Yeah, you just gotta prop that wing up. Not too bad. I didn't see the radio tower before. Hello. Oops. There, and I just Wanda gently. Wanda, time to wake up. Nope, dead to the world. Try again later, I guess. Alright. No eye there, so it's just the diary stuff. I like this house. The kind of built into the embankment there. I'm guessing that's Ron's barn, because the other one was the neighbor's barn. And that was stated as not being his. How'd y'all get food out here? Gentle cooing. How'd they manage that? Haha, why? I'm so glad you got more than one conversation with Mo. Yeah, okay, will you stick around to help? You're right, I'll think about it. Oh, the coat of paint has progressed on the door there. Feel bad for the guy sitting out here while this is going on. No, miss, it don't scare him at all. If you met him, you'd feel the same way, I'm sure. Well, these are the two women who were mentioned in the other, like, asides. I don't believe old Jorge would ever hurt us. He's kind and a bit of a bookworm, but as far as I can tell. Sometimes Rita finds a book from the old library and we leave it out for him. I think he likes that. Well, I've got to imagine he likes it anyway. Oh, that's right. She had an accent. I forgot she was from Lithuania. Tell you the truth, I feel a little bad I won't be here to care for them anymore. Isn't that something? But to me, it's back on the road. The performance in Nashville. Every gig has an art gallery. The idea is to play the theater in for 24 hours uninterrupted. It will be difficult, but rewarding, I think. Well, with everyone gone, who will feed these ghosts? Is that Julian? Or is the bird really close to the camera? Happy seas today, Captain. Aye, Captain, let's reinforce the sails. Clyde lay at his back of the runway, hands folded behind his head, halfway between dreams and the afternoon sun. He entertained the momentary delusion that he'd survived a plane crash and was vaguely unhappy when the dream faded. Coming into land, he'd slammed into a truck. Driver probably thought the runway was another road. Runway smelled like oil. Years of leaky light aircraft taking off and landing. All the state said was that they wanted to knock down some trees, many trees, and build a road tying the small town to the larger web of streets and highways that entombed the rest of the country. It would bring in new goods, new people, maybe even some cash from tourism. Many of the residents supported the idea. But Clyde and his inner circle of stunt pilots turned mail carriers knew that a road would be the end of their secluded paradise. Huh. Maybe all the shadows are supposed to be the local ghosts? Hard to tell sometimes if they're just other people that aren't as plot important or if they're ghosts roaming the town as well. Something's going on at Waffles for any weather. Sounds like anyway. Oh, hi, kitty. Yes, it's a beautiful day. Guess the weather was pretty bad last night, though. You're a chatty one, aren't you? Sure, whatever you say, huh? Alright, well, take it easy. Alright, I can't really investigate the goldfish. Yeah, I'd be worried about that too. Well, it isn't just the rodents. The floors are mostly rotted, I think. Fall right through. I'm surprised they're still standing after last night. All the buildings? Oh no, most of them have good bones. It's just these ones the power company built that are rotten. Huh. Okay. Yeah, the power company moved in here a while back and set it up like their own little town. For the workers. Well, they didn't build them too good, huh? It's garbage. They couldn't be bothered. I lived in that one over there, in fact, when I first came to work at the power plant. Oh, yeah? I wouldn't sit foot in there now, though. Uh-huh. Gotta see if any other eyes pop. While running around. It was really old. Maybe we should open them. Don't, yeah. He says not to open other people's mail, kid. I know what he said. Is they're not even here to open it themselves? I won't tell a soul. So finally, you just gave way. You did good work. It's not your fault. They didn't let you finish, that's all. Let you finish. Oh, forget about it. Place would be dry as a bone. Oh, the outsider was the one trying to dig the drainage ditch. Oh, he did good work. Was it the pilots that stopped him? It's a memorial. Or the out-of-towner, I'm sorry, the outsider. The outsider, that's a DLC for Dishonored, isn't it? Dishonored 2. Rita tore up weeds, almost stood next to her with a bucket. She passed him the uprooted weeds, and he stuffed them in the bucket. They worked this way for a few hours. Dark clouds drifted slowly closer, but wouldn't arrive till evening. Rita and Elmo left to get some tea. The bucket of weeds sat warming in the sun. The dandelions wilted and the clover dried. Some wayward insects continued to eat. When Rita and Elmo returned, they assumed the same roles and continued working. The garden was coming along well, as they could hope, given months of neglect. When the plant shut down, the company abruptly pulled out of the area and took a large part of the town's population with it. This included the Carver family, who had tended this garden, largest and most productive in town, for years. Now the garden would be cared for by a new family, and feed what was left of the town and whatever it became next. They didn't know much about gardening, but they were prepared to learn on the job. They knew for sure they would plant tomatoes. Those had grown well from this garden in the past. Rita and Elmo worked until it started to rain. Rain washed their sweat into the dirt. Curious if that was a different storm or the one the night before. Oop, reading.
How about Greg Rabbit?
Greg the Rabbit?
No, like Rabbit is his last name.
There's no Greg or Rabbit here. Not anymore, at least.
Great. It is our privilege. It's our privilege to inform you that your Apple
Application
has been accepted. Your studies can begin as soon as you arrive. Good job. Yeah, good job, Greg.
But we got the message eventually. I wonder what he studied.
Artichokes.
What? Oh no, architecture. Oh, there's a meow. Apparently a small mice huddled beneath the debris. Mice retreat into the shadows. That looks like the table that Liz and Conway were at in one of the flashbacks. You watched him. She stood in her own shadow. A few deer hunters and toggers walked past, but they said nothing to the seer. Didn't even look. He studied the path. This was the path the seer had found in her scrying game, a series of private dice rolls and an inscrutable diagram. The community trusted this game. It led them to fish-filled streams, intimate knowledge of the elements in the stars, even here to the C-Notes element. The C-Note was one of the things down in the, or Cenote? Down in the, tunnels. And now the game had revealed to the seer this vital route, which would lead them to safety before the next floods came. Into the route she'd seen a safe, quiet place, caverns of leathery black birds, a lake of eyeless fish, a towering flame. That's the lake at the end of the Echo. Now the diver walked the mountains, memorizing the route. He was almost ready. Huh. Maybe that's the origins of the Zero? Oh, radio. Got a fan going to dry things out. Looks like the lighting's getting different too, like it's getting later in the day. Wanda got up at some point. Paint job's done. Very good. Interesting depiction of the passage of time. Just kind of happens as you're wandering. Everything they look. Sure, everyone's heavier after they pass. It's only natural. Spirit has no weight. In fact, lifts us up a little. Oh, it's you again. Yeah, well, feel free to pitch in. I'm sure this would do a lot quicker with the two of us on it. Busy, huh? We'll let the sun be one slept in. Ron's a good dude. Do yourself. I'll be here. I should paint a horse on it. That's kind of cute. Are they going to memorialize the horses on the door panel or whatever? Oh yeah, we haven't seen Maya around. He really is a beautiful dog. Seems to like you. Still hoping to get him back to the old man somehow. That's okay. I'll take just one last look and then I'm back on the road. You said you were sketching, researching? Yeah, I just came down to see this ancient earthwork. Why did they build this huge dirt spiral? Most of these ancient earthworks are thought to be burial mounds, but this one definitely isn't. To be honest, I don't know what it was for. Seems connected to that big old hole. I love the added touch of the little loop around every time she, or every time the cat, like, ends up somewhere.
Does it work?
I don't know. You wanted here? Nope. Doesn't work.
I could probably fix it.
Oh, you definitely could fix it, man. And you have a new robot friend.
Then I'd have a new robot friend.
You know how long you have to be asleep before you can start dreaming?
Sometimes I think I'm dreaming even when I'm awake.
Entirely possible. Even if you never go to sleep, you'll start dreaming on your feet. People who built this library were always experimenting. They took nothing for granted, even sleep. Huh. They called themselves the people of nothing, fearless experimenters.
Whenever I make a decision, I never know what's going to happen next. Is that an experiment?
I guess you could also call that playing, right? Yeah, this is a special place. I feel a little guilty. Maybe some new community will grow up out of the rubble. It's happened before. I hope they have an easier time. Bug and Johnny woke up. What's good, little dude?
We're talking about experiments.
Friends of yours?
Yep, we travel together.
Ron dug a grave. Hey, this book's in pretty good shape. City of Ladies. Interesting. No, I've never read it either. Good question. Let's take a look. Here we go. Minerva, Circe, Sappho. Oops. I didn't mean to walk away. Let's skip ahead here. And some ladies from the Bible. I think they all get together and build a city. Sounds nice. I'll get a bus ticket, eh? Well, before that, it was the company store. Oh, sure. I worked in a mine for a bit. And you know all about it. Never enough. We had to start a garden. But some things you just can't grow. You won't. And he promised to keep you secret. I passed my waffle recipe. Passed on my waffle recipe before I head out. Why so secretive? I just can't bear the thought of any son of a bitch from that power company eating one of my waffles. I once would let a demonstration march right down this main strip here, back in the old bad old days. Of course, we had no formal union. They watched everyone, and they had the cops on their side. We had 1,000 strategies to hide our numbers. We rotated leadership on the hour. We had so many secret passwords I never knew if I was speaking in code or shooting the breeze. We ought to just set this place on fire. I'd like to see that, but I think if we take out the tables and knock a couple walls down, this place would make a good concert venue. More exotic birds joining the crew up there. Alright, 3A, lay paper flat. 3B, bring bottom left corner up to top right corner. 3C, crease with firm, steady pressure along diagonal fold. Oh, okay. Nikki's making origami flowers. Nikki applied only gentle pressure. Looser flowers felt more alive. She rolled her wrists. This was the 6th hour of her assigned company store shift, and she'd made dozens of flowers. Bonner bought a bouquet and cleaned out their stock that afternoon. Repeat steps 4A through 7 for each petal, taking care not to rip all the filaments from step 9. She put Ron's bouquet down in the sales ledger as a romantic bouquet, but really he was just buying in bulk at a small discount. Since the company started allowing resident workers to donate paper flowers to Aunt Connie for civic enthusiasm points, I'm guessing that's a form of company script, exchangeable for sick days. Okay, not quite. They'd become a kind of shadow currency for local trade. A commotion outside caught Nikki's attention. Men yelling. Blows landing. Oh, this is what happened to the out-of-towner. She put down her work and stepped outside just in time to see the crowd disperse, or at least a hint at what happened to the out-of-towner. Oh, shoot. Caught it. Okay. The tree? Ah. Something brown scurries up the side of the tree. Squirrel. Too fast to tell. Okay, I think they are in range for squirrels. There's this weird gap on the east coast of the U.S., like the southern part of North Carolina and like a chunk of South Carolina. Not even the full state. It just kind of scoops in. Oh, I guess to you, if you were looking at the map, it would scoop in like this, and just like part of the shore, like closer to the shoreline, there's this just chunk where squirrels do not live. It doesn't make any sense unless there's like a predator in that area that I'm not aware of. Or maybe just not the kind of trees they prefer, but yeah, like it goes pretty relatively far inland too. I didn't know about it, but someone I follow on Twitter who lives in South Carolina mentioned it and like posted the map of the area. I was like, oh, that's weird. Or maybe it was chipmunks. But yeah, there's some tree animal that does not live in just this weird chunk of the eastern coast. And they loops back down, and like it's fine in Florida, or maybe right before it, at least in the Panhandle over there. But yeah, it's weird. Clyde and Cass sat cross-legged on the shade of a light aircraft. Cass shuffling cards, and Clyde absently flipping through a stack of unopened letters. Cass played cards and told fortunes with the same deck. Sometimes she'd switch it up mid-game for a mid-divination. So you never knew whether you were winning or losing, or good luck in the game might mean bad luck in some other part of your life. I'm here for a little cartomancy. She'd predicted the decline of the circus, of course. And of course, nobody believed her. There were 3 dervish brothers. 2 were women. The oldest had flown a reconnaissance plane at the tail end of the war, when they returned home to teach his younger sisters the art of trick flying. None of them were gifted pilots, but they were fearless. The demand for aerial stunts having faded almost completely, many of their company having died or aged out of the profession, Clyde and Cass found for their remaining pilots a steady flow of contract work delivering mail to remote rural areas, but this place was abandoned. Cass's card predicted they'd be here for quite a while. I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't notice the fits going on there. Okay, more stuff's been moved into the quote unquote house. It's up and running, or sort of. Wings in the right place this time. We never got as many pansies to come up here as she would have liked, I think. But it was always a blast. Whoa, look at this. Emily pulls the videotape out of the rubble. Oh. The circuit diagram. Yeah, we got one of those. It's a source of uncertainty. Emily pulls a broken projector out of the rubble. Saw a lot of dubious weather reports in this thing. They're all dubious. Nobody knows the weather. I think the ceremony's around dusk. Yeah, we'll stick around. Nowhere to be. This sounds like we're gonna say goodbye. Get to say goodbye to the neighbors. Where are you flying to? Flying, huh? Checking to see if everything's working okay. You fly her somewhere if you wanted to, though, right? Of course. Why don't you? There we go. Keep your distance now. Get out of the way, kitty. Good luck. I want to see it take off. Come back for Ezra in a minute. Let's see where it ends up. I'm not pulling that thing with like that cat that was like on the side of the hang glider or whatever. That video that went around a couple of years ago. Oh, looks good to me. Oh, it's whole wings for steering. It doesn't really have ailerons. Interesting. I mean, it is an ultralight. It would make sense. And then you gotta wiggle the other bits. The little ambient bugs fly around are a nice touch, too. Like, I noticed the birds and stuff before. I didn't really see the bugs till we stopped to take in this lovely aircraft. Rudder. Check. Alright. Looks good to me, buddy. I heard so I thought maybe he was getting out. No, not yet. Are they pieced? Part 4, subsection G, notes on inhabitants. Most have relocated already prior to the transitional event. Oh, okay. He's from the Bureau. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces, right? I can spot you easy now, huh? We've had our eyes on this site for years. Alright, well, don't set up shop just yet, huh? Here's if she was, like, just living at that house to camp out and keep an eye on it, or if she, like... See if I can run back to the antenna here. Doesn't look like it. Sorry. Well, one day we'll have a mute button. No meowing. Okay. Huh. That tarp wasn't there before, was it? Maybe it just wasn't windy enough to blow it around. Kind of surprised it doesn't force you to like let the cat take a nap now and then. Be much more cat-like. Exciting day though. Alright, the oh damn, there he goes. Can we go in after him? To the bushes. Yeah. After the raccoon? Yeah. No. But probably full of thorns. Yeah, but raccoon. Not happening. Okay, okay. Oh, don't pout. Tell you what. If that raccoon comes back into town, we'll leave some food out for him. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Can I go up on the deck? Not for, okay, from the other side. Looks like. Well, that's kind of cool. Or no. Yeah. Just kind of on the stoop. Aww. That's cute. Really like this knife. Has an aura. You know what I mean? An aura. Yeah, like it wasn't exactly used to cut apples. Meant for greater things. Yes, ma'am. he's still hanging out. I want to check the horse thing out last. I feel like that's what's gonna push things forward. That's just sitting around the back. Alright. Let's go into the library. The birds seem to have cleared out. Oh. I definitely saw an icon over here. That wasn't the horn. Oh, they're all in the bell tower. I thought they were all in the library proper. It doesn't look like I can check out the memorial. At least not yet. So yeah, maybe it was supposed to be the horn. Something popped that shouldn't have. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Lizard darts out from beneath a rock. No sign of lizard now. Alright. Bell rings loudly and my cursor has disappeared. So, probably time for the service. Bell's not even in that good a shape, it sounds like. Not much resonance. Look at a snake. One of those spiral, it kind of loops back on itself. Hey y'all, thanks for sticking around for this. I know you've all got places to, well, if anybody still needs somewhere to go, be sure to speak up, okay? Rod's heading through the woods tonight. Back to the road if you want a caravan. You staying in? Yeah, sure, I'll stay. We can build something here again. This place has good bones. We're not right now, though. We got some friends to bury. The neighbors. Nikki has a poem, and I have a song. Anyone wants to say anything, though? I'll go first. Neighbors were kind, gentle, beautiful horses. I see all walks with the silver one out in the woods by. Why didn't anyone ever give them names? The silver one. Well, I guess he was gray, but his coat looked silver in the light. I was called him that in my head. The other one is the other one. And I love these horses. But you never know it if you heard me talking about them like that. I'm so sorry, Silver One, another one. Sorry I don't have better names for you. You deserve better names. Also, sorry I'm so bad at this. Anyone else have anything to say? I like Rita's sentiment. As much as I want to hear about the carrots thing. We didn't give them names because their names weren't ours to give. The horses were here before us, you know? They came with the people from Central America, you know, the Utopians, the people of nothing. That's what the ones with the different, like roles instead of names had. The people of nothing arrived by horseback in October and had their first experience was to free the horses. That was generations ago, of people and horses. I don't know when we started calling them the neighbors. We should have called them the people, I think. They were the only consistent residents of this place for over 100 years. And now they're all gone. Who are the people now? Okay, we can still learn about the carrots. Think about that. Well, no, the carrot showed up in the mail. Y'all remember that?
Somebody was calling around with canned carrots they wanted to be rid of. I guess Consolidated Power got word of it. So these cans of carrots showed up in the mail. We didn't know where they came from at first. Tried some out, no flavor to them. Some of them were gray, just awful. Rita said it's still okay. Said that's still okay to eat. Like sometimes carrots just lose their color. It was in the can too long, but nobody wanted them really. Well, Aunt Cotta came on TV with a message like, "Oh, the horses are enjoying their treat." And we thought, okay, these are for the neighbors. Sure, horses love carrots, right? The neighbors wouldn't touch them, wouldn't even look at them. They didn't think they were canned rocks. We opened a couple dozen, set them all out by the water trough. They're still there a day later. Even the raccoons steered clear. So then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can we'd open, already made out in company script. How do you like that? Okay, well, I guess we better move on. Nikki, you ready? Sorry, we need to get to hear from Ron. But this whole game's been about, like, limited choices. Thanks for sticking around, like Emily said. It's so good to have you here like this. I think the neighbors would have liked this, all of us gathered here. They like to be around people. Maya, you and our other visitors might know about the out-of-towner. He came here to work for the company, to dig a ditch, and the company worked him good and hard, and for less than he was worth. But it wasn't enough. They had to use him up completely. Well, that's a really condensed metaphor for migrant labor, but okay. Oh, I love that Junebug and Johnny even like dressed in black for the whole thing. How many outfits did they bring? That's amazing. And as you should after someone in your community gets unused. Even a guest. After that, we became ungovernable. First out of shame, then grief, then anger. I wanted to write this poem because the neighbors led me through that time. I used to sit with them out in the woods. There's a clearing out there. It's about 20 minutes walk. Directly away from everything. I mean, there's no reason to walk that direction unless you're going to this clearing. The neighbors like to graze there. There's a certain grass they like the best. Only grows in partial shade, deep in the woods. I'd go out to that clearing and just watch them, in my shame, grief, and anger. And they knew. Any of you who spent some time with these horses will remember. They knew just what I was feeling. I could tell. It radiated off them like sweat evaporating. Creatures of pure compassion. And forgiveness. That kind of forgiveness Frost meant when he wrote something we somehow haven't to deserve. Don't know which Frost poem that is. Because I only know like 2 Frost poems. 3? 3. Yeah, I know Road Not Taken. I know brain fart. Mending Wall, I think was him, right? And Dust of Snow was him, right? I think. Sorry, that's all he taught me in 6th grade. But I want to be buried out in that clearing and feed that grass they loved. Look for me under your boot soles, as the fella says. Nikki clears her throat and begins reading from the paper she's holding. I think the grass will never grow again. Here where it grew so sweet, now only clay, will rise to meet the morning air. Who would eat grass now when our neighbors sleeping lay? Nikki closes her eyes for a moment before continuing. Our neighbors were the best of us, of course. It's always so, our better selves, clear of ourselves, where we see their glory glow. They glow now underground, our friends, with love. Our neighbors left us here, though not alone. Where friends have gone, we hope one day to go. Here where we lay our town and friends to rest. Return their souls in peace and gently roam. Then we buried the horses.
I've heard of a land of joy and
I'm glad she actually sings it.
wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe
I love that there's a couple of ghosts hanging out too.
forever shall
That's really sweet.
In
Fuck, that just like got me.
by grace
A punch right in the organs. So it's like, damn.
that way. I'm going that way. I'm going
There's like 4 or 5 of them. Damn. 6, I think.
Dear the Savior,
I mean, oh, there's some in the barn too, so there's like 9 or 10. Oh, there's more showing up, yeah. That one on the left wasn't there. Sorry, I didn't heard the song.
And never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
I just saw the 2 on the right fade in.
Well, glorious
This is so nice.
news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who are still astray in sin, my Savior may know.
And it sounds like more voices are joining in.
I want them to sing that praise above some beautiful day. For glory to Him who died for me, I'm going that way.
Aww.
I know I shall meet Him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet Him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, He'll say, while trusting that soul redeeming love, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
Powerful choice of shot to finish on. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Everybody. Every lack of buddy. Nikki and Elmo piecing out, I think? On Clyde. No interactions. Just wait for everybody to disperse. That was the one trying to wake Wanda up. Alright, that's our crew. Rita, Maya, Homer. And Ron. It seemed like the most likely to leave. Little's even going anywhere talking to me, so. Interestingly, they formed a perfect pentagon. Well, they've got the house set up for something here. And I can't use my cursor anymore. Oh. They did say something about setting up a concert venue, so. And a TV shop. Oh, maybe it changes what's in the house at the end based on the choices you make. That'd be cool. I have to replay to know, I guess. Get the feeling we're not going to finish before the 3-hour mark, so. That's fine. That's it. Oh, one more interlude, but that was really sweet.